in over 300 processes inside the body. I call it the miracle mineral, and it's really involved in a couple of key areas. Vasodilation of your arteries, in other words, and also the relaxation response in all striated and smooth muscle tissue. It moves your nervous system from fight or flight into rest and relax. This is a critical component because we're overstimulated. It also has been shown to, and that's how it impacts people that suffer from migraines. Oftentimes it's from vasoconstriction from an inflammatory response inside the body. It's also one of the triggers for heart attacks. Magnesium is a regulation between contraction and relaxation. So it's the relaxation part of the channels that work inside your muscle tissues. So athletes have used it as recovery, as also a way to relieving spasms inside the body. So restless leg syndrome, cramping inside the body, those things are usually examples. Also irregular heartbeats, PMS, these type of issues, various enzymatic functions inside of the body, healthy bones. And people go, well, I thought magnesium is what we needed for healthy bones. Well, we have a diet that's very rich in calcium, but not magnesium. And calcium and magnesium operate in a 2-to-1 ratio, magnesium being the control. And our soil in North America is completely devoid of sufficient levels of magnesium. Even if you're eating a perfect diet, you're not going to get enough. And concordantly, you can bet that almost everyone, particularly if you're having trouble with sleep, is a good example. If you don't sleep well at night, what's happening is your neurotransmitter formation that keeps you rested and sleeping, as well as the relaxation response, because people will start to spasm as well, which will also, people jolt and wake themselves up, or become hypersensitive to noise stimulants. It's because of their neurotransmitter production, which magnesium is a key element in that process. And so many people find that they sleep better, their muscles feel more relaxed, they feel the stress reduction hormone. We use a lot of caffeine and stimulatory products. And then there's one final piece that magnesium offsets, and that is we have now, if you looked at our lives compared to, say, our grandparents or great-grandparents, we're literally exposed to trillions of times more electromagnetic frequency pollution. We are not just biological, we're actually waves, if you go down to the physics level. All of this energy creates a stimulatory response both in our mitochondria and throughout our nervous system, in that it's agitated. And in order to offset that, we need to regulate with magnesium. So our demands for magnesium are going up in a technological world, and our capability of getting it is going down because of what we had mentioned before. And so magnesium breakthrough was something that came out of the brainchild. Its precursor was a fellow by the name of Charles Poliquin. Charles Poliquin coached gold medalists in 27 different sports, the who's who of professional athletes. And one of the things that he found is that athletes training at a very high-end level would break down due to the stress of the repeated training and performance. And he started researching magnesium, and he realized that different types of magnesium were actually uptaken by different tissues in the body. And so he would have his athletes take a variety of forms of magnesium so that they could train more frequently, they could train harder, they could train longer, and they could recover better. And I got exposed to Charles in this concepts. And I went through a period of time where I got really stressed out being a serial entrepreneur and running 3 companies and living all around the world and all that glamorous thing on the outside, but inside it was killing me. And when I did my SpectraCell test, it turns out I had really high levels of magnesium depletion. And that's when I went to Charles' notes. And then I started doing experimentation with my business partner, Matt. And then we were able to figure out through a unique set of processes of how we could come up with the world's best magnesium product, which included 7 different types of magnesium actually for maximum benefit.